morning, friends. We were dealing with various impurities and its sources, along with its controlling methods in the last few presentations. The impurities can arise due to the manufacturing defects, manufacturing hazards, and product related impurities. The product related impurities may include the impurities present in the raw materials, the raw material in, which is not converted completely into product may be itself an impurity. The intermediates which are not converted into the final product can also be an impurity, and the various reagents and catalysts which are used and which are not removed in the process are also the source of impurities, which are all product related impurities. Another are process related impurities, which may arise due to the improper maintenance of reaction conditions and improper cleaning of the equipment which are used in the process of manufacturing either the active pharmaceutical ingredients or the products. The impurities can also occur due to the storage conditions after the preparation of the product. Here, the products which are prepared are stored in different types of containers based on the type of product which we are preparing. They include the nature of the material. The nature of the material includes whether these compounds or the products which are prepared are acidic or basic or neutral, or the size of the batch of preparation. If it is prepared in more bulk quantity, it requires a different storage condition and the quantity of the product which we are preparing. All these materials, based on its nature of the material, batch size of the material, and quantity of the material which you are preparing, are prepared or stored either in plastic or polythene or iron, stainless steel, or aluminum vessels. When we store this product in different types of vessels, the leaching out effect can occur. The alkalis in the glass container can extract the lead into the product, and this lead can be a source of impurity in the final product. We have heard about the recent case of Maggi preparation in which it contained large amount of lead than the prescribed limits. Why this occurred? Because of the manufacturing process and also because of the storage conditions. And when it occurs, what we should do? We have to take back the product which has been already in the market and we have to destroy it. Or how to avoid this? One method is during the process of manufacturing, the lead may get incorporated. In that case, you have to see to that the proper conditions of manufacturing is maintained, or during storage it may occur the proper conditions of storage should be maintained so that it can be controlled and these things do not occur, especially in pharmaceuticals. This can occur and we have to see to that it is stored in the proper container. The strong chemicals that are present in the product what we are using can react with the iron present in the container and extract that iron as an impurity in the final product. That's why what we should do, we should not store in the reacting container. Always we should store those kind of material in the plastic container. The storage conditions that includes the inadequate storage conditions when it is not properly stored. It is kept open without the cap. The stored products may get contaminated with the dust and dirt present in the atmosphere, which affects the quality of the product and the efficiency of the product. There may be physical changes due to the improper temperature condition it has been stored, especially in the tropical countries like ours, where the temperature changes from the 0 degree centigrade to even up to 45 degree centigrade in the winter to summer season. It affects both chemically and physically the product what we have prepared. Improper temperature condition storage can bring about physical change in the drug molecule, in the product what we have prepared, either a formulation or an active pharmaceutical ingredient. This physical change may include change in the crystal form, change in its color, change in its appearance, and whatnot. All this change affects the product efficiency and it may decrease the shelf life of the drug. Thus, proper condition storage is a must. All our products in which in the pharmacies where we store, it should be maintained under standardized temperature. When it is not stored in the proper condition, it may also bring about the chemical change. The product can get decomposed due to the light, due to the traces of acids and alkalis present, due to the oxidation by air, due to moisture present in the air, or carbon dioxide and traces of metallic ions in which they are stored. All these effects brings about the chemical change. What are the ways to control? The light sensitive materials should be stored in amber colored bottles than in the normal bottles. The reaction with the metallic container may occur, which can introduce the metallic ions into the product. The salicylic acid containing ointments should not be stored in the metallic tubes. Instead, we have to store in the plastic or polymer tubes so that the leaching of the metallic ions into the product should not occur or it can be avoided. This improper storage condition may lead to decomposition of the product, which is a chemical change. This may include the conversion of chemical compounds to its element form or similar simpler compounds. These are often the undesired chemical reactions. These substances, which are affected by air, light, or oxygen, will be decomposed. They should be stored under proper conditions, which avoids the air, light, oxygen. The deliquescent substances absorbs water from the atmosphere. The moisture present in the atmosphere is absorbed by the deliquescent substance and it get converts into liquid. It will be liquefied. Sodium hydroxide is the best example. When we keep it open within few hours, it gets converted into liquid. We have to store in airtight container. If possible, we should use a material which absorbs the water, moisture present in the container. This is how we can prevent these sources of impurities that arises due to the decomposition of the product because of the improper storage conditions. These are all the natural type of conditions which are becomes the sources of impurities. Another is accidental substitution can occur or deliberate adulterations can be made with the spurious and useless materials. The accidental substitution may occur. It is not in our hands. That's why a proper care should be taken to segregate the toxic substances which are used in the process and they should be kept separately and locked in a cupboard. Many adulteration occurs with the cheaper substances with the intention of having better profits. The expensive potassium bromide can be replaced by sodium bromide, which will be a source of impurity. A deliberate adulteration is done like this. In pharmaceutical preparations, this is not allowed. All these are the sources of impurities and it is should be controlled. Why should be controlled? Because these impurities present in small quantities has various effects. These stresses of impurities may exert a cumulative toxic effect after certain time. Different types of impurities that arises during the manufacturing process, during the storage condition can accommodate together and gives a cumulative effect which are toxic in nature. These toxic effects are injurious to health. That's why, though the impurities may not be completely be removed, it should be kept under limit so that they do not become injurious to health. Definitely, medicines are used for curing purpose, but taking medicines, we should not end up with the problems on our own health. This can decrease the strength or effect of the drug, or it can decrease the shelf life of the drug. The drug may get expired before the date of expiry that has been mentioned on the label, and thus It gives rise to other toxic effects. It can bring about the incompatibility with other substances that are already present in the active pharmaceutical ingredients or the formulations, which can bring about both the physical and chemical change in the properties of the drug. It may change the color, odor, taste, and whatnot, and it may become medicinally not useful. That's why always the efforts are made to keep these impurities under control so that it do not have the effect on our health. How it is controlled? What are the methods used to keep this under control? We have already seen few of them. And how whether it has been in controlled conditions, has it got controlled? We should do the analytical tests to know whether it is under control or not. We carry out the tests for impurities or to know whether it is within the limit, that are limit tests. That will be the subject of discussion in future in other presentations. Have a nice day. Thank you.